Do you want to get into virtual wholesaling, but you don't know where to start? In this video, I'm going to go into the actual steps you need to take to start virtual wholesaling. I'm also going to share with you the #1 mistake that everybody makes when they just get started. In this video, I am going to get into detail on what is virtual wholesaling. What are the first steps you take when going virtual? How do you pick a market and how do you know your market's going to work? And I'm going to give you the key to making virtual work when you first get started. Let's get into it. #1, what is virtual wholesaling? I like to think of virtual as any time you are wholesaling houses outside of your backyard. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean out of state. For me, it does, but that could mean just a couple hours away. It's basically any time you are putting these houses under contract over the phone versus meeting the seller face to face. Now, a little about myself. So I'm a virtual wholesaling expert, and I had to be because I live in Southern California, specifically Orange County. I live in a very, very high price market, and investing in real estate here was nearly impossible. It was extremely competitive, it was extremely expensive, and the returns and margins on my deals made no sense. So I took my business out of state and went virtual. Fast forward hundreds of deals later, I am now a virtual wholesaling coach and I coach with Wholesaling Inc. My wholesaling business does between 50 and 75 deals a year. And I also have an awesome coaching program where I teach other people how to wholesale real estate virtually. If you guys like where I'm going with this video right now, I want you to drop a comment and tell me what you think. If you don't like it, no need to comment because that's rude. Okay, so you're probably wondering, what is the first step you take when you're going virtual? Well, the first step would be picking a market. Now, you're probably wondering, how do you pick a market? How do you pick a market and know it's going to be successful? Well, I will give you some tips on this. This can get kind of difficult. My 2 favorite tips to picking a market would be looking at the average house price in the area and searching for the proof of concept. So let me get in detail on both of those things. For average house price, I personally like prices that are under $200,000. The reason I like those markets are they're good landlord markets. So if I want to hold the property as a rental, I can. But most importantly, when you're wholesaling, I love wholesaling rentals. I think it is the easiest wholesale transaction you can do. And I absolutely love it. So I prefer markets that are in the sweet spot between 130 and 200,000 average purchase price. The second is searching for the proof of concept. And what I mean by that is I want to see that there are other people doing what we are trying to do, which is wholesale real estate, in that market successfully. So if you look around and you can easily find a handful of people that are wholesaling successfully, you know that it can be done in that market. The idea is if they can, so can you. So how do you know if your market that you picked is going to work? Here's the thing. There is no crystal ball for this. I wish I could tell you that there is data that you can pull and stack to figure out that a market is going to work. But the crazy thing is, with experiencing coaching over 250 students all over the United States, I have seen students successful in every type of market. So I can only give you the advice of finding the proof of concept. If you can find other people doing it successfully, that is a good indication that you are going to be able to. If you are struggling to find people doing it successfully in that market, then it might be an indication it's going to be hard. So what is the #1 reason people fail when they try to go virtually? So this is it. When you try to go virtual, I've noticed that people try to do it all on their own. They try to build a buyer's list on their own and they try to move these deals on their own in a state that they've never been. They don't know the lay of the land. They don't have secure buyer relationships. They don't even know where the escrow company is located in town that they should be going to, but they still try to do it all on their own without the help of a JV partner because they don't want to split their wholesale fee. And I'm going to tell you that you're actually shooting yourself in the foot. I am going to recommend you do your first 5 to 10 deals with a JV partner until you feel really confident in yourself and you've built a very strong buyers list. Do not skip this step. It is okay to let go of your pride and partner with somebody at first. I promise you, if you do this, it will shorten your learning curve and you will eventually be able to move these deals on your own. But if you try from deal number 1 to move it on your own, you're probably going to get frustrated. You're not going to be able to find a buyer, and you're probably going to give up on going virtual. Now, I know this stuff because I'm a coach. I have over 250 students and I've seen everything at this point. I've gotten a lot of students who tried to do it on their own and they failed, and then eventually they found my coaching program and they told me that just that little tip was a huge game changer for them. So listen to my advice and honestly, don't make the mistakes that I did, because I did actually make that mistake at first. And now going backwards in hindsight, I wish that I partnered a little bit longer than I did. So I hope you guys got something out of this video. Wholesaling can get very technical. It can get a little tricky, especially when you're going at it virtually. So if you want more coaching on that, check out the coaching program that I offer at virtualinvestingmastery.com. And if you want a little taste, I got a free mini course at laurenhardyofficial.com. Check that out. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it.